Yo, how's it going? It's been a very long time since I last made one of these videos. I don't really get too many opportunities these days. As I said in my last video, I think, I don't even know when it was that long ago. It was, well, probably a year ago at least. But yeah, I had a kid, so life's been busy. Life's been very busy. But we've been on the grind. The IdleMMO grind continues non-stop, 24/7. We still wake up throughout the night setting alarms. Well, to be fair, my kid is more of an alarm these days. He wakes me up during the night and then I get to maybe join some world bosses or make sure my ults can still do their skilling action. Because we now have 8-hour idle time for the main character, so I can... I occasionally get 8 hours sleep in a row, which actually that's a lie because quite often, like right now, I set my skill. Our energizing pool finishes at 11 PM and then I'll go to bed at like 1 AM sometimes, so that means I then have to wake up at 7 AM, so that's only 6 hours. But the option is there for 8 hours sleep if I ever manage to, you know, do it. But anyway, account progression. My goodness. Well, I just looked at the first video I made on IdleMMO, and I think I was 5 months into my account. And wow, what a long way we've come. These are my stats. So we've nearly hit 100 everything. There's just a little bit left to go. The thing is, Mike added meditation back in April last year, and it's very slow, as in like painfully slow, to the point where I really can't be bothered to do it, but I need to do it because otherwise, imagine having level 100 everything else, but not one skill. That would just look disgusting. So yeah, we're still on the grind. We're also getting probably 2 new skills this year, which will be farming and carpentry, so I'll have to grind those as well, but hopefully they should be quite quick. We'll see. I'm guessing farming is going to be like a bit like pet mastery, where you plant some seeds and then you come back a few hours later once it's grown or some shit like that, so it's more of a passive skill. So hopefully he adds that sooner rather than later, because imagine getting level 100 and everything, then he adds farming and it's a passive skill, and it's just like, what a pain that would be. But hey, so what's left? We've got forging. We're level 98 right now, so a couple levels left for that. Forging, if you don't know, if you want to spend the gold, it's ridiculously quick, but it's very expensive. Most of my gold, so there's 3 places where my gold has gone, because I'm poor. I mean, okay, I've got 8 mil at the moment, so for some of you that's not poor, but I've spent, let's go through some numbers. Forge, we'll say forge for last. Where do we even begin? Okay, here we go. So I've got a maxed out Fate Breaker and a tier 13 Dread Spike. The Fate Breaker I got for 10 mil, I think it was. I got a very good deal on that from Savius, who's one of the really good combat guys. I think it was 10 mil. I don't know, it was a long time ago. But he got a Moon Lance or something, so he was just getting rid of his other stuff for cheap. Dread Spike, I think I bought the base level 1 for 10 mil, I believe. And then Dragon Soul Stones are like 500 to 600k each, so I've upgraded that a few times. I need to get it higher, because at the moment I can only 3 hit level 100 mobs. I'm like right on the edge of being able to 2 hit, so I need to upgrade it a few more times. And then the rest of my gear is just like meh, but it's good enough. Dreadbane armor maxed out. There's no point getting a mythic chestplate. The only one really worth getting is Twilight, but that's like 15 to, I don't even know, 30 mil. It's got a massive range because Wales. And then a few other random pieces that I dropped myself from dungeons last year. So that's the gear front. Right, so get this. Cakes. I'm going to guess I've probably eaten about, I would say 150, maybe 200 cakes. Now luckily I bought most of them when they're about 300, maybe 400k each. So that's like 50 mil gold right there. I'm free to play as well, by the way, so yeah, this gold ain't easy to come by. So that's about 50 mil. Forging, well, so some of you say forging is expensive, and that's by doing bows, right? I've been doing the Giga Chad shield crafting method. Yeah, I've probably spent about 40 to 45 mil on forging, and we're still not level 100. We're close though. I've got most of what I need now for level 100, so I don't really have to spend much more. But yeah, that's where all my gold has gone. I don't really have, I mean, I'll go through my other characters in a minute, but we don't really have much more than this 8 mil gold. We've got some mystic bars, I think that's just over 2 mil, and we've got some sharks. This is worth about 7.5 mil, I think, but I'm using that for combat. So yeah, what else have we got left? Hunting mastery. I mean, that's, you know, hunting mastery is not too bad, to be fair. It's reasonably fast if you grind it properly. What I'm doing at the moment though for combat, as you can see I've still got all my core stats left, is I just run pets hunting. I've got 20 pets that are leveled, so I just hunt all day long, and then basically each day I just do 9 hours of combat, because I use Potion of the Gods, which lasts for 1 hour. As you can see I've still got 60 left, which should be enough to max out all of my core stats to level 100. So the level 99 dexterity, I only got to doing combat very recently. I left it as one of the last skills to do just because it's the most efficient way, but I think I was like level 92 dexterity a couple of weeks ago, so it's so quick. We're currently working on defense, and then I'll probably be doing speed next just because of the way that combat ascension works. So my ascension perks, next I'm unlocking speed at level 15, which I'm nearly there. Then it's level 20 for dexterity, which I've basically finished anyway. Then after that I need combat ascension 25 for strength, so strength will probably end up being last, which doesn't really matter too much. So yeah, combat, I'm doing that at the moment, about 9 hours every day. What else is left? I've got 2 levels left for Springtide Mastery, so when Easter comes back around this year I'll be finishing that off. That should only be like a couple of days, so that's super easy. And then we've got the dreaded meditation, which I'm level 88 at the moment, which is over a quarter of the way, so we've still got a decent amount left, which is probably 3 or 4 months of a grind, and then we'll be done, apart from obviously any new skills that come out. So that's my main character. I mean, in my inventory there really isn't much, it's mainly just materials. I've got a Silverthorn bow for when I do the hunting leveling, but that's not going to be for a little while. Yeah, it's basically just materials. that's needed for guild stuff, like maple logs, oak logs, like just handing in guild challenges. So yeah, that's my main character. I don't think there's much else to go over on this. Let's have a look at my next character. So right now we're doing alchemy. So this was my woodcutter guy. Obviously I'm level 100 woodcutting, and I used to chop a load of logs. I think right now I've actually got a decent amount of mystic logs. Yeah, I've got over 100k. I'm just saving those really for when carpentry comes out. I'm assuming we're gonna need logs, because that would make sense, and it's kind of been leaked already. So yeah, I've got some mystic logs, but what I'm doing now is I'm leveling alchemy to level 90, because, well, there's two reasons why. One, I have a potion of the gods recipe, but it's untradeable, so I need level 90 to be able to use that. And two, I'm guessing 90 alchemy for future dungeon runs, because I kind of want to do loads of dungeons on this character one day, so I'm just sort of like preparing for the future, just in case I get any more decent recipes like potion of the gods, because it actually sells for a lot. So once I hit level 90, this is going to be probably 3 mil profit. Is that right? If I profit, yeah. Even if I'm only profiting 100k per potion, that's 3 mil profit. So that's good. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, as you can see, I don't really have much else on this character. I don't have any gear equipped, or just, well, I do, but it's like super cheap stuff. I've got a Sylvan splitter, which is nice. They're my fisher, so right now we're fishing sardines, just because of forging stuff. Honestly, don't want to know how many. I will release the numbers one day. When I hit 100 forging, I'll release the numbers. You don't want to know how many sardines I have fished. It is an unethical amount of sardines. Unethical. Right now we have 50k. That is literally a drop in the ocean of how many we've fished. Right, so just put that into perspective, that I have 50k, and that's literally nothing. So yeah, and then 4th and 5th characters, we recently started using these, so I've kind of turned them into world boss characters. So I leveled up their combat, and I'm still in the process of leveling up their combat. So right now, both of my 4th and my 5th characters are used for world bosses. Mainly Petrock, because it drops Vulpinas and Rexes, which is really good profit, but as you can see, this one's level 72, so it can now do Nethrax. And I'm also using them for just a bit of pet battling. I only very recently got into this, so we've got 9 Zephyrixes, which are like level 70 plus. We've got 4 Rexes that I literally just hatched yesterday, so we're starting to level those. And then we've got a couple of blue ones that I had from a long time ago. So on this character we're doing world boss and pets. And then the final character is literally just world boss. I can't be bothered doing even more pets. I probably should if I was being super efficient, but whatever. I play this game so much anyway, there's so many things that I have to think about that I can't be bothered with even more pets. I've already got like 50 million on the go as it is. Oh, I think someone just activated Shrine. What shrine are we on? T1 Shrine was just activated. Nice. So yeah, I think that's about it really for the IdleMMO talk. Yeah, lots of progress has been made since the last video. A lot of progress. I'm kind of looking forward to some of the updates coming out this year. I know we've got housing coming up and probably farming. Who knows if it will actually come this year. I'm assuming it will. And I don't know what else Mike will have in store for us. one of the best updates we had, I think, was leagues. I take part in loads of leagues. Like, as you can see, I've done quite a few. We've got 3 on the go at the minute, so I'm taking part in alchemy, battle, and meditation. And I'm only using my own characters so I'm just in a party of myself, basically. And it's actually going quite well. This forge one I actually did with... oh no, this one I only did on my own. I did do another forge one. Where is it? Is it not? It must have been taken off the list. Maybe it's because of... Wait, can I find it? No, it's gone. One of the first Forge Leagues I got first in with a friend, that was nice. Anyway, I think that's enough IdleMMO talk. If I get time, I'll make another one of these videos at some point. Maybe when we're even closer to maxing out the character. We're only 54 levels left as of right now, which it sounds super close, but because of meditation, we've still got quite a big grind to go. But yeah, for those of you that don't know, and barely anyone will know, because I've only told a couple of people, but we are actually working on our own game. Don't expect it to be anything good. That's all I'm gonna say. But here's a quick sneak peek, just for the end of the video. Ignore the graphics, because obviously it's a big work in progress. But the gameplay loop is, yeah, this is what it looks like. Basically, you're going to select an enemy. You then fight the enemy. It's an idle game, so yeah. You fight the enemy. Eventually you kill it. Obviously, this is right from the beginning. Then you gain a soul, and you have loads of upgrades for the souls, which then levels up like your attack, HP, defense, etc. You have a chance of gaining items. We'll wait until we get an item. When you level up, you gain talent points that can be used in a talent tree. Again, for like HP, attack, crit chance, true damage, stuff like that. And then obviously if I can get an item drop. I can't remember what I set the values to. I was fiddling with this last night. Right now I'm just working on balancing of the game. Oh yeah, I have 101 attack. This was for testing last night. But yeah, oh, we got an item. Perfect. Again, ignore what the item looks like. But you get an item. It has like its main stat and then lots of sub-stats. And we actually rolled a ridiculously good one. Save the RNG for game release. So yeah, you equip it and then you gain stats and whatever. But yeah, so that's my game. Obviously very early. I only started it last month, and I don't get much time to work on it. So it's a very early progress stage. But one day, we might be able to release it. Anyway, that's enough talk for one day. I've probably rambled for 20 minutes already, so peace out, enjoy the games, see you guys next time, or on the Discord. Peace!